Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rolo, dunksrnice. Welcome back to the channel. And if you are new, welcome. I appreciate it. Consider liking and subscribing if you haven't. And in today's video, I got something special for you guys. This is none other than the Nike Dunk, aka the pull them out the box. These joints right here, the eBay joints. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. And before we get into the shoes itself, we got to talk about the box. Again, shout out to Grells SF for providing this one so I can do this review. Their link and everything will be down below in the description. But the box itself is in a green, blue, red, yellow with the white Nike SB. Here they are. Now, my first impression was that this shoe has 2 points to it that I want to go ahead and address. Number one is that some people think it's an ugly or like yuck, like gosh, what is that shoe? And some people think like, wow, this shoe is amazing. So this kind of brings up 2 points to this shoe in general, which I'll kind of jump more into later on in the video. But for right now, there's 2 points to it. But first, let's go in and talk about the shoe itself, then obviously my opinion. Now on the uppers, it has sections where it does have padded leather on the yellow section, on the lace area here on green, and then the red area as well. And then you have the blue swoosh, and it does have sections in that translucent part that they did cut out, and it actually follows along through with the midsole part where it has that white and red, and you actually see here with the clear sole. And then speaking of the sole, again, as you can see, it's that red with the clear translucent sole, and it jumps back to red, kind of like a candy cane-ish in a way. And as far as your inner panels and your outer panels, it is in that white leather. And when I say it's really transparent, they actually do have it as well, not only on the outers but the tongue itself. So you do have that white mesh on the tongue with the green outer and then the clear sections, followed by the blue SB laces. And on both tongues, on the left and right pair, on the tongue where it says SB with the yellow swoosh, it does say hashtag Nike SB forever. But one really cool feature is the insoles itself. Now if we look at both insoles on the right and left side, the right one does have this shoe itself cut up, doesn't have the clear sections and a barefoot. But if we look at the left one, this is an image of Sandy Bodecker. Now if you don't know who Sandy Bodecker is, he's pretty much in charge of the whole SB. I'll put that documentary that Nike SB did with him. Unfortunately, he did pass away from throat cancer at the age of 68, unfortunately, so may he rest in peace. I'll put that link down below in the description. There's a pretty cool documentary, the whole history, the whole lineup of who he is and what he is and how he is as a person up until the moment that unfortunately he passed away. But here it is, Sandy Bodecker with the image itself on the left insole, and it's super cool that they did this. But besides the outer of the shoe, the insoles itself with the memory of Sandy Bodecker, I did want to mention that this shoe does have a lot less padding than a lot of Nike Dunks. It's definitely more on the thin side, and obviously as the clear section that you do see here on the translucent part has no padding whatsoever. It's straight up plastic. Now in the beginning, I did mention 2 parts to this shoe, so here's the first part. Looking at the shoe itself, I gotta mention it's kind of like a collector type shoe where one, you think it's a kind of interesting shoe, or it's an ugly shoe, or it's one where you're like, man, I don't think I'll ever rock it. And there's the other part where people admire and like it a lot, like myself, and know the history behind the shoe. If you're not familiar with the Nike eBay Dunk, there was a total of I think 2 shoes in total. It was at one point the most expensive shoe in terms of like the Nike Dunk SB or Nike Dunks in general. It was a charity dunk. It went up to $30,000. They cut up the one shoe, and the other person that won the charity got the whole shoe itself. So there were only 2 pairs, but I think Nike ended up keeping a third one in general, so it's probably 3 in the world. But in general, at one point in itself of the Nike Dunk, this was the most expensive shoe. But besides that, with the colorway of the shoe, the history of the shoe, and the whole memory with Sandy Bodecker, again, may he rest in peace. The shoe itself, as I mentioned, is a 2-part, the collector part, the wearing part, and as well as the history part. So it all kind of ties in all into one in a sense. But you guys see it here. That's my opinion. I really like the shoe more on the history and what this shoe represents itself in the whole lineup of Nike SB and the Dunk itself. But besides that, this leads me to this question right here. What do you guys think about this shoe? Do you guys like it, dislike it? Do you guys prefer it with the clear section, translucent section that you see here on the uppers, or if you preferred it as a regular Nike Dunk with a full straight on cover with the white leather and patent leather on the uppers? But besides that, you guys let me know down below in the comment section. I like reading guys' comments, thoughts, and everything about the sneaker itself. Shout out to Grells SF again. Their link will be down below in the description. Thanks again for watching. Consider liking and subscribing if you haven't, and I'll catch you on the next one. It's gonna be good. Yay!